In this video, I'm going to show you how to enter a requisition into our Skyward management information system. Okay, to start, the first thing you'll need to do is open a browser. In this case, I have Google Chrome open up, but you could use Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, whichever you prefer. In the address bar up here, you're going to click, and you're going to type in www.myflorence.org. When you do this, you'll open up to the Florence County School District homepage, and from there we're going to choose Staff, and then we're going to choose Skyward Access. Click OK, and now this is going to bring you to the login screen for our Skyward system. Go ahead and log in using your credentials, and when you do that, you're going to come to a screen that looks something like this. I'm using Jen Hoiby's account, so that way it's a teacher's account and looks similar to what you guys will use, or what you guys will see when you're in your account. Okay, once you get here, you're going to click on this down arrow next to Home and then go to Financial Management. Now we're in the Financial Management module. Next, we're going to choose Purchasing, and from there, Requisitions. Okay, in the Requisitions screen, we're going to have three different ways we can add a requisition. We can choose Add, which will allow us to add a requisition manually. Add from an online catalog, which will allow us to do an e-commerce order, allowing us to use the catalog that's online and ordering things. Or we can clone from a purchase order. In this video, I'm going to just show you how to enter a PO in manually. Okay, once we do the add, this brings us into the top portion of our PO. So if we look at a PO, right here is the top portion. It's the vendor name and the company, the deliver to address. So that's what we're going to fill out in this screen of our Skyward system. So the first field that we have is Requisition Group. These requisition groups are groups that you have assigned to you to be able to categorize your purchases in. So in these two groups, you can see the first one that I have is kind of a generic one, and the second one is training. Well, I'm going to order supplies, so I know for sure that that's probably not going to be in our training group, so I'm going to pick the top one. The next field is the fiscal year. Okay, right now we are in the fiscal year 2017-2018. However, this stuff is stuff that I am ordering that I want them to order for me to have for my classroom for next year. So I'm going to click this box and I'm going to choose the 2018-2019 fiscal year. So these supplies are supplies that are going to be ordered over the summer to be used in the 2018-2019 fiscal year. The next step is extremely important. This is how our administration office, they use this field to print out our board reports. So what you're going to do is put your cap lock on, and then in here you're going to type your first initial, a space, your last initial, with a colon to follow. Then a space and a description of what it is that you're ordering. Just a brief overview of what you're ordering. You don't need to itemize it here. So I'm just going to put here classroom supplies. Next, I'm going to choose the vendor. In this case, I'm going to use Office Depot. The ship to addresses should populate themselves along with the attention line. If those two fields do not automatically populate themselves, please contact Amanda Yadro or Don Cody in the administration office so that way they can fix those for you. You can contact them by either phone or email. If you have more than one ship to address here, if you click on this down arrow, it'll allow you to choose which address you wish to ship the items to. In this case, I only have one. Okay, if the attention line doesn't have your name, make sure that the name is filled in. Okay, on the due date, we're going to change that, since it's for next fiscal year, to 7/1/2018. The ship date we're going to use is 8/10/2018. Okay, the next field that we have up is the ship via. Okay, ship via for items that we want ordered over the summer. We're going to choose best way. Now, if this is a conference or something that I don't want them to order over the summer, then I'm going to take and I'm going to put this on hold. But this is something that I definitely do want them to order over summer, so for this PO, I'm going to use best way. Our next step is to either save and add detail, which if you have just one item that you're ordering, that's the option you want to choose. If you have more than one item, you want to choose save and add mass detail. Okay, so the screen changes, and now this screen is going to allow us to put in the bottom information of that PO. So we're working in this section of the PO. So the first thing that you're going to do is put in the item number. Okay, so this is the actual item number that you're going to find in the catalog for the particular item you wish to order. So I am going to choose this item. You can see that I already keyed this item in, and if you have used this item or ordered this item from this vendor before, this will auto-populate for you. And then I'm going to choose my quantity. And I can see my unit of measure is box, but maybe in some cases it's each. This case it's a box of pens. And then in here is the unit cost. I can either adjust this cost, or if it's the same, I can leave it the same. This one is going to be $3.50 a box. So you can see that my total amount now recalculates itself to $7. My description is box of blue pens. Then I'm going to go down to my next item. I'm going to key in the quantity of the item I'm ordering. This item is each for the units of measure. The unit cost for this is 89 cents. It automatically calculates the amount, and then I just have to key in a description. Okay, so those are all the items that I wish to order, but you know what? On mine, there's shipping. So we have to make sure that if we're ordering something, and there could be shipping charges, that we make sure that we include it on our requisition as well. So if I look, I went in and I just simply started to click shipping, and it already automatically populated the code for me. I'm going to choose one shipping charge, and the shipping charge on this is going to be $5. Okay, so now I have both of the items I'm ordering plus the shipping on my PO. So now I'm simply going to save this. Okay, so now I have the bottom portion of my PO filled out. You're almost done, but not quite. What we need to do is we need to add a requisition account. So when you click Add Requisition Account, you get a list of the accounts that you have in your group that we picked to start off with. So if you look, you can see here is a description of what this group is. You can see I'm in the supplies account right now, but if you were to click here, you can see that it changes to library books, software, or textbooks. So here's where you want to select the appropriate account for the items that you're purchasing. This one here does not have a dollar amount, so if we have an account that does not have a dollar amount and you feel that you should have a dollar amount in there, or you feel like this really needs to go into that account because that's what this really is, you want to reach out to Dawn and Amanda in the admin office so that way they can fix that for you. We don't want to assign anything if it doesn't have a value there. So I'm going to select the supplies account because that's what I'm ordering. So I'm going to do that by just putting a check mark in this box. I can come down here and see that I have the amount of my invoice at the bottom, and it's 100% in here. Now, if this was partially supplies, partially a textbook, I could simply just come in here and add the textbook field, workbook field, and it would bring that account down here, and then I could just simply key in the amount for the workbook and the amount of the supplies, and I would be good to go. I don't have that in this case, but if you did, you could definitely split it between more than one account. Okay, so next I'm going to save the account distribution. Now I have all of the information for my requisition entered in, and all I have to do now is click Save and Finish Later. Once all of your POs are entered in to the Skyward system and you've completed them for the year, please zip Amanda an email and let her know that you've finished and you're complete, and she will review them and then get back to you with any questions that she might have. So that's all for this. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped.